Hello friends and welcome back to my channel Teacher Sneha. In today's video, we are going to learn about the concept of bearings. No, not the one that are used in your doors and windows, but the one which is used in navigation. It is a concept that has its application in the fields of aeronautics and navy as well. So suppose in case you are on a voyage and you get lost in the midst of an ocean. How your location from particular place will be found out. That is the concept of bearings. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn in further detail about these bearings, how are they measured, how are they calculated, and how are they plotted. So in today's video, we will specifically focus on learning measuring of bearings and drawings of bearings. And then the further concept as it develops, we will see that in the different videos. So let's start with our concept. I have taken an example question here and written on the board. It's the similar one what I used in my introduction. That suppose you are lost somewhere in a voyage and you are somewhere over here, you're screaming for help, help. And there is a rescue team located nearby somewhere you. But how will the rescue team know that in an entire ocean, where is your location? So that location of yours is determined from a fixed point. In this case, the fixed point could be a nearby lighthouse. So to determine your location from this lighthouse, bearing of your position from lighthouse is measured. So to measure the bearing from lighthouse, the first step that has to be done is to draw a perpendicular north direction on lighthouse. After that, there will be a connecting line that will determine an angle of your position from that lighthouse. And this angle is nothing but your bearing from the lighthouse, which will be known to the rescue team so that they can reach up to you. Okay, so we will measure this angle using a protractor. Supposingly, this diagram now I have not done to any scale. So supposingly this bearing comes as an angle of 150 degree, then bearing of you from lighthouse is 150 degree. How will the bearing of rescue team will be found to us? So to know that, what we have to do again, same, from a fixed point of lighthouse, we are going to measure the bearing. So from that fixed point, we will draw a straight line towards our rescue team, and then in a clockwise direction, we have to measure this angle to know the location or the bearing of our rescue team. So suppose if I measure this angle and if it turns out to be 70 degrees, then bearing of the rescue team is written as 070. Why? Because a bearing is always have to be written as a 3-digit number. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is the bearing is to be always measured from a fixed point and by drawing a perpendicular north on that fixed point. And the third most important point is bearing is always measured in a clockwise direction. Always from a fixed point, clockwise direction, the bearing will be measured. Imagine in this case only, no, if the rescue teams measure the angles in the opposite direction about you, then you are gone. So that's why it is important for us to measure the bearing from a fixed point and always follow a rule of clockwise directions. So these are the 3 rules of measuring bearing. From a fixed point, perpendicular north, always written in 3-digit, and always measured in a clockwise direction. Now we are going to learn how to measure the bearings. For that reason, I have written 2 example questions here. And in both the questions, what we have to do is we have to measure bearing of B from A. So since we are measuring bearing from A is that fixed point and we are going to draw a perpendicular north on A. That is first step. Second step is we have to join the distance between A and B. And then we have to measure this angle in a clockwise direction. So I can use a protractor, keep it over here on A, and then measure this angle. So this angle comes out to be 120 degree. So I will write bearing of B from A is 120 degree. Now the next example question here is that says we have to measure bearing of B from A. So as our routine step is that the first perpendicular knot has to be done. Perpendicular knot is drawn on A, and I have joined the distance between A and B. Now what we will do? How we will measure this bearing? Because as I told you, the bearing is always have to be measured in a clockwise direction. And if I will measure this angle in a clockwise direction, it is a reflex angle. How we will measure this reflex angle? Because even if I will keep this protractor over here, I will be able to measure the angle only up to 180 degree. What will I do to the angles which are more than 180 degree? So for that, what we can do is use a simple trick. In that case, temporarily we measure the bearing in an anti-clockwise direction by keeping a protractor here. And then this bearing comes out to be 125 degrees. So to measure the real bearings in a clockwise direction, we can do it 360 minus 125 degrees. And then our answer would be 235 degrees. So the clockwise bearing is 235 degrees. This is how we learn to measure the bearings.